Hey, so I'm Jack Jennings, and my project I decided to do was the decline in local news and why it's declining, and what news stations are doing to kind of keep their viewers engaged and continue to get viewers, get ads, get revenue. I mean, the local news is declining, main reason because people are getting their news from different sources now. They getting it from Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, just apps on their phone where they can just look on there and not have to watch the news at a certain time every day. And most younger people, they haven't grown up on the news. They've always had their phones, something to look at to get the news from, had the internet. Well, people like my parents didn't have that growing up. They had their only way of news around the country was TV mainly, and I don't know, I guess that's what I think so. And yeah, just most people use their phones to get the news. I've grown up around the news my whole life, and my dad's worked for the local Channel 4 station back in Nashville, WSMV. I think it's the NBC station. And my whole life for about 15, 16 years now, and he's always told me that just like viewers have steadily declined over the years. People are slowly stopping watching local news. I mean, he just says they get it other ways now. And I've always talked about maybe going into sports journalism and getting a job there. My dad just always told me, like, it'll probably be different by the time I'm older about the job positions they need, because it's just changing. So the news is changing so much now. But local news stations are trying to keep up, and they have apps that they have you can download, get breaking news, catch up on stories you missed, just watch stories if you want to watch them. And my dad told me they've started to go live. They can go live, and they go live on a story, and then they post it, and so you can watch it when he goes live, and then you can also watch it when it's posted. My dad can see how many views he racked up over that, and he said his best one was around 95,000 people watching. So that's just like a number you can look at, or you can just see how much I'm talking about here for that, about what's really good for viewers. But he said most of them get like 5,000 to 10,000, sometimes 15,000 views, and yes, that's just like a number you can think of. They have websites you can go on to. Just go back, look at stories, keep up, watch those live streams. You'll see them run ads like on primetime football, like on that channel. They'll talk about breaking news after the game or something like that. Weather for the next week's just so maybe after the game you'll stick around for like 15 minutes while they're watching, just watch the show. Yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan they're doing right now to, keep up with just getting viewers and just staying relevant. And the impact of people not watching these local news stations, you just don't know what's going on in your local area. Like, I mean, there's crime they post on there. You may not want to hear that, but it's just news in your area. My dad always told me he does good stories with good people, and that's what he loves about the job, just meeting new people every day and just hearing their stories. And if you don't watch local news, you probably won't watch the national news either, because you're not watching the news. So you'll probably miss some national stories that you probably need to hear if you live here. So yeah, that's the rest of my presentation, and thank you for watching.